Rajiv and Meghnath have been waiting. Rajiv, please.
My research, which I published 4 years ago in a substantial book, since I lived in the US for 45 years, is based on US funding sources for countries like India.
Yes.
Who they are, what they do, why they are doing it, how they are linked with the government, with the CIA, with church, with various authorities.
Yes.
And I have named people like Udit Raj and John Dayar, whom I debated as
Udit Raj is the BJP MP.
Yes, I know
from
that.
Delhi.
We know that.
No, I'm telling people. You and I know it. The people should also
But I'm
know
not
it.
concerned about.
He's the BJP MP. I know Rajiv is not.
I'm not concerned about who he is.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying.
What is your point?
And they have given testimony in Washington to official government agencies, the Congress, to impose sanctions against India on various grounds. And this business about Obama coming and scolding India for religious freedom and human rights, one has to link it to where he got it from. Obama is not a scholar on this. He got it from the US Commission on International Religious Freedom. And that commission is where these gentlemen and many others like them have gone and given testimony.
So how does this link to the debate around?
So the debate is that Indians are actually being hired, employed to provide what Americans call atrocity literature, which is a very American term, which means what are the atrocities in that country. So atrocity literature was used as an argument to attack Iraq for human rights interventions. Atrocity literature was used in many foreign interventions.
So you're saying this is a grand American conspiracy?
No, it's not a conspiracy. It's established. The term atrocity literature, you look up, you guys should look up. It's a well-established American term.
What are the issues at stake here?
Issue is an inferiority complex about foreigners. India is a big country. No country can tell India what to do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether Priya Pillai goes to UK or US or anywhere and gives evidence. Giving evidence to an AP all-party parliamentary group in an obscure room in UK will not even make a 13th page news in British newspapers. It's only news in India.
But
why? Because they're inferiority complex. Oh, she's telling foreigners. Who cares?
But as a
who cares? Why don't, if you feel like that, why doesn't the Lok Sabha, why does the Lok Sabha have a committee to examine American atrocities?
No. Yes.
UK violation.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. Does anybody come to meet Indian Parliament about atrocities outside? I mean, the question can be reversed.
Yes.
Does it happen?
They do. Sri Lankans did. Sri Lankans have meet with the Indian Parliament over and over again, and Indian Parliament
the government has foolishly made what would have been a non-event into a big event and given publicity to India's problems all over the world.
Do you agree that a non-event has been made into an event?
Yes, that may be a non-event. That may be a non-event. Greenpeace may be a non-entity. What matters is the government of India has the right to stop somebody from deposing abroad, and that right cannot be abrogated. That right cannot be abrogated.
I need to come on that.
Okay, Rajiv,
we're talking about a right that the government has, and it's not true.
I think the bigger issue
I've been
is
listening to everyone, and they're all hitting on the government, and I'm going to reply.
Okay, 1 minute, one at a time. I'll start with Rajiv, then Sambit, then Vrinda.
India's legal system should be upheld and not subverted. It's not the British Parliament. I know you're a member there. It's not the British Parliament that we are not colonized people anymore. It is not the British Parliament that has any jurisdiction or any authority to have these hearings. And I would say on grounds of principles, we should file the case. They should have fought the case on environmental grounds and on human rights grounds in India and use the Indian system. So for instance, you have Sunita Narayan. You have people like Sunita Narayan who are fighting in the Indian system and they are getting justice. And I think